You're now watching a clip from the MarcWes Sport Podcast.
Regardless, free BG, B Jizzle.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite rapper.
Which I want to get into now. I mean the fights. You want to end this with the fights?
Yeah, that's the only thing we got left.
Yeah, man. UFC. Jorge Masvidal versus Colby Covington.
Those the people that you were saying that don't like each other?
Yeah. Ex teammates slash friends slash roommates turned sworn
and
enemies.
Both from the crib, basically.
Yeah. And they both MAGA fighters.
That's how it is.
They both, whoever wins this fight gets Trump's undying love.
But you said they from the crib. Yeah, I mean that's what happens in Miami. Like Miami, like they don't show love. You know what I mean? Like instead of
one's from the crib. The other one's from like Oregon.
Yeah, he just trains down here now.
Same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you come to Miami, you never gonna forget the beaches, the women, and the weather. You feel me? You're Miami now.
But Mark,
you're
what you think about this fight?
Yeah, it's an interesting fight. I mean, it's a rematch. You know, I found myself just rooting for Masvidal because he's the actual guy from Miami. You know, he's from Hialeah. You know, he represents the crib. Been around. He was fighting with
Kimbo Slice
back in the days in those backyard fights. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them guys. He's from the crib for real. So naturally, I'm gonna root for him.
Yes.
But I think with this like when he hit the knee to aspirin back in the day, like a couple years ago, whatever it was, I feel like his career kind of changed, and he was this grinder of a fight who was always good with his hands or whatever, not really a wrestler type of fighter, but as far as like coming up in the game, he came up losing a lot of fights, and he like came back to be a real contender. Really before that fight, but then that fight really kind of solidified him as being a guy who was always going to get a big name, or he's going to be the main event type of guy. So because of that, I think that has gone to his head a little bit, and I don't think he's as hungry, and I think Covington really wants to prove that he's a guy who is as good as Masvidal. And Masvidal is great. I think he's a good fighter. He's fun to watch. He's entertaining, but I think Covington is just more hungrier to get this win. And Covington he's a MAGA guy, and he's an outwardly MAGA guy, and I feel some kind of way about these guys.
They're both MAGA guys.
Yeah,
they're both MAGA guys.
I understand how you feel, Wes, but it's like I don't know. It's I'm gonna go with the Dade County as far as favoritism is concerned. I'm going to be rooting for him to win, but if I'm betting, I'm probably going to go with Covington to win this fight because he seems like this is his time to really kind of show that he should be in the limelight just as much as Masvidal.
His time to lose. Now, ultimately, when it comes down to, I seen a few of the, people talking about how they don't like each other and this, that, and the other, how they both had to get kicked out of the gym, because they couldn't get something resolved and this, that, and the other. Then you had the other individual saying, this individual don't pay his debts, and certain things like that. I guess it was like a former trainer that didn't get paid or some shit like that. Hey, I don't care. But this is the type of shit that I want to go ahead and see. This is real beef, and just the plain fact that the beef is out in the open is really gonna make people wanna, like, when you all right, I got paid, it don't matter. Nah, let me get up because my pride, you feel me, is on the line more because of the whole talking shit back and forth from each other. So I'm gonna go from the crib. I know you talking about he's a MAGA guy. You feel me? Now you got some good MAGA guys.
They're both.
You got some. They're both
MAGA guys.
Damn. So you shouldn't be going for nobody.
He's Cuban.
Yes. So you shouldn't be going for none of them.
He's a Trump guy. He likes Trump. When Trump was campaigning, he was actually on the campaign trail.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm still gonna go with the Dade County guy over the Oregon guy.
The funny thing is,
so the Oregon guy is who?
Colby Covington, the white boy.
Covington.
The funny thing is that, like, sometimes when they're arguing, they'll be like, oh, Trump didn't call you after your last fight. No, Trump came to my fight. And they start arguing about who Trump likes better. I swear to God, yo, you should see that. That's what I'm saying. This is the fight for Trump's undying love, bro. Because every once in a while they'll start talking
riding Trump.
They'll start talking about Trump. They'll be like, oh no, I talked to Trump. Oh no, Trump called me, bro.
Hey man, yeah, I mean, wait. Good things happen to you when you F with Trump. Look at Kodak. You feel me? Like, you done got out of the feds. Nobody thought he was. You thought he was gonna come out? Hell nah. Kodak. You had like 4 years. How many times you see a president pardon a rapper?
Man, you just did it for publicity. You don't care about Kodak.
Man, hey, man.
Anyway,
I don't care.
I'm with Marcus. My heart is with Masvidal. Like, you know, Miami.
Yeah, that's what y'all be talking about. Tell me about him.
I think Marcus is right. After that Ben Askren fight, Masvidal started getting the money fights. He became the second biggest like pay-per-view draw, like behind Conor McGregor. And I think that kind of got to his head. He started wearing like fucking Scarface suits and shit. You know what I mean? Really playing a part.
He already made it, man.
Yeah. So, but I don't know, cause maybe this shit lights a fire under his ass. The fact that he really wants to whoop the ex friend. So maybe he's on his shit. So I don't know.
Like I said, y'all got the history of grinding. So it's not like he don't have that in him. Yeah, he got paid and of course a lot of people do change when they do get money. Me personally, no. The same fresh person. But at the end of the day, like, what you expect, man? Like, man, come on, man. I done grinded and I did it the right way, man. Shit, of course I'm gonna change a little bit, man. My shit don't stink. You feel me?
Yeah, but Colby Covington's gonna try to wrestle this shit because he's a wrestler. You know, got the almost like a boy. It's a boring style. Like, the reason he started talking all this shit and becoming almost like a WWE character was because he was 7-1 in the UFC, so he had a winning record, right? But his style was so boring that the guy who not Dana White, but the guy under him who like does the fights, like puts together the fights, went to his manager and told him, "Look, we're gonna cut him because he has a boring style. You know, he has one more fight left." And then once they told him that, he started thinking like, "Shit, what can I do?" Him and his manager Dan Lambert, who's now only with Masvidal because they kicked Covington out because he was starting too much shit within the gym. They pretty much came up with a plan to, all right, you're gonna have to start talking shit. You have to start doing this Conor McGregor shit. And then he went to fight in Brazil. And then after he won that fight in Brazil, he started talking shit about Brazil, calling it a dump, talking about how they're animals and all this shit.
So how can anybody be mad at this dude? The reason why he's talking shit is because they're about to cut him. They're about to take food from his plate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because the thing is, not a lot of people could separate reality from. Because if you look at it just as, oh, he's just playing a WWE character, they understand. Okay, this is all fake. It's all bullshit. The only thing is that it seems that he crosses several lines. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
Like, he's starting to cross the line. Like, he's talking about Masvidal's kids and his like ex-wife, calling him a deadbeat dad and shit like that.
Look,
so that's almost like crossing the line. But that's what they do in WWE. Like, you kind of bring a little bit of the real life into your shit to make it a little bit more real.
What did 50 Cent do? Talk shit. Where he at?
Yeah.
All the nice guys, they finished last. All the people that talk shit. Look at NBA YoungBoy. Even though he's beefing with Gucci and all this, his name is out there. People are pressing play. Let me hear what I gotta go. Like, come on, man. Hey, gossip, beef sells. You feel me? Talking shit sells. Nobody want to hear kumbaya. Or we're friends after the fight. Nah, F your mother. You feel me? Like, yeah, that's what we want to hear. You feel me? That's what we want to see. You feel me? Somebody, oh, yeah. The dude talking about the girl on his little daughter. You feel me? With a little dollar over here asking the old boy, like, why is this guy talking about me? You know what I'm saying? Come on, Marcus. Like, you wouldn't want to kill this dude when you get in the ring with his ass?
Definitely.
Like, come on, man. Like, yo. Hey, this is what I want to see. I love it. I'm probably going to watch this fight. I normally be skipping those fights.
Tonight, man.
But I'll probably watch this one. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably going to be real late, though. Probably like 12:30 when it's actually going to jump off.
Yep.
You know,
just so you know.
The power here.
But let's go Dade County, man. Let's go Jorge.
305. It's March 5th. It's 305 day.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah, they got a bunch of they starting
So
like
he went.
Dale.
yeah.
He went in there. He went in there. He
Let's
went
go.
in there. How you gonna lose on 305 day and you from 305? You
Let's
can't.
go.
Yeah. Let's go, Jorge.
So
That's gonna conclude the MarcWes Sport Podcast.
until next time. Peace.